switching focus to FMCG, HUL that reported quarterly numbers in line with street expectations. Revenue for the fourth quarter, that came in slightly lower. Well, look at profit then, that fell about 5.7% as well. Vinny stands by with the earnings fine print. Vinny, overall an inline set, but optimistic look then?
So yes, in terms of numbers that are reported by HUL, it's an inline set of numbers with what the street was expecting. Nothing much of a difference there. Revenues around 14,800 crores is what we saw. Profits a slight bit of a decline of 5%. And margins a slight bit of a contraction that we saw, 20.12% versus 23.3%. So slight contraction there. But what is the key highlight that we're going to talk about is from the press conference that we had. In terms of, obviously, the management remains optimistic in terms of the outlook going forward. They said that yes, they're fairly optimistic even in terms of the volume growth. They are aiming to achieve that 4 to 5% volume growth that they had been in the past as well. It was around that 2% mark. So yes, they want to go up towards that level. They are saying that rural is recovering, not at a fast pace, but they are seeing signs of recovery there. And what one could highlight is that yes, we will see recovery there. Now, obviously, this time around, mainly the pricing growth. There was not much of a pricing growth that we saw. So that will get stabilized in the first half of the year, and then from the second half of the year, we will see the pricing as well as volume growth coming in for the company. Second half of the year, they are expecting slight bit of a marginal price hikes that one could see. Now, other than that, in terms of Horlicks, they did say that they expect to continue to see their current marketing strategy. They will stick to their strategy that they've been following, focusing that there is a lower penetration in this segment. So yes, there is room for opportunity there. They are in talks overall. Uses the least portion of sugar, they said, in terms of Horlicks versus other brands, fully compliant with the authorities, and they do not need much of a difference in that. So yes, keeping an eye out on that. They're growing their market share there, penetration there. So yes, that's the key highlight that we have. The management continues to be optimistic, and volume growth is what we could see coming in from next year at least, is what their focus area is.
Thank you so much for taking us through that. And here's what we also got from the manager. Here's what they had to say about their recent announcement about their foray into the ice cream segment. Also, they spoke about rural demand and outlook going ahead for the company. So listen into what they had to say.
If you pull back and look at ice cream over the last 4 or 5 years, we've had a very strong clip of growth. It's not surprising. We're a leader in the industry. We've been in decades in the market. The ice cream market is sizable by scale for our income status. Country. Therefore, the opportunity in the headspace for ice cream as the country gets affluent, as people consume more food out of home, pulse is only strong. And we are all in at this point to sell in for the summer, which, as you know, is going to be nice and warm. And we are at this stage focused on just doing that, innovating aggressively and making sure that our products are available across the length and width of the country. Specifically to your point about Unilever's position on ice cream, we are under evaluation, exploring all options.
The way we see on rural, we had spoken about that rural usually is always accretive to FMCG demand. And we had seen that as an area of overall business which had seen in macroeconomic, given the amount of cumulative inflation and the demand outlook, we've seen a purge of disposable income. And hence we've seen rural demand coming off. That we've started to see gradual recovery as expected. Is it playing the role of being accretive to FMCG? Answer is no. But is it improving sequentially? Answer is yes. The hope with being good forecast of monsoon and with overall macroeconomics, I do expect that to continue to happen. What is leading the growth for FMCG? This point in time is urban. What is leading growth is organized sector, which is modern trade and e-commerce. What is leading growth is premium.
Well, that was the word coming in from the management. But let's also take a look at what the brokerages have to say. And Goldman Sachs has come up with a note where they're maintaining a neutral stance, cutting the target to 2,400. From 2,550. What they're flagging out is that they're talking about the weak performance that will continue. They're saying that soap recovery could also take a few quarters, and they're seeing some recovery in food and refreshments for HUL. They're also saying that HUL is investing in premium segments of each category, but it may remain muted in the near term. That's the verdict coming in from Goldman Sachs on HUL.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.